this Thursday we got football, Hall of
Preseason
Fame,
football?
the Hall of Fame game.
Ah, the Hall of Fame game. Does that count as preseason?
I mean, it's the first official preseason game. It's like an extra preseason game. It's the
Okay.
Texans and the Bears.
Bears, yeah. Now, is it a week before
Yeah,
preseason starts? Or two?
like they're not yet, so they're not going to play this weekend. So, but I believe
Yeah.
they're starting next. The next Thursday is when games start.
Okay.
Um, but yeah,
Caleb Williams will not play.
so that's something I saw. I saw that Caleb Williams won't play, which was, I mean, I don't know. I feel like you okay because it's a coach. It was a coach decision. Apparently, they say it was a coach
But I
decision.
feel like when they, I heard about the Hall of Fame game weeks ago when they released who was playing, and on their poster it was like Romo Dunze and whoever their running back is, and not Caleb.
Mm.
So I mean, I kind of expected him not to play. I don't really give a shit what he does.
Well, I mean,
I mean, is this game treated like a regular preseason game, or is it less
yeah,
than that?
it's a preseason. It's just a regular preseason game, but it's also
Okay.
like your, supposed to be your franchise guy, and I mean, you don't even want him to get a drive. You don't want to get him
Yeah,
any
that's true.
any type of snaps, any type of reps. I mean, you I guess at some point when you have your guy, you're not throwing him out there in a preseason game, anyways. But
Yeah.
he's still a rookie. He's still, which is kind of what I wanted to talk about, which was somebody, a reporter asked him, like, what was his biggest weakness or like the one thing he wants to improve. It was either his biggest weakness or the one thing he'd like to improve, like being a month out from the season or whatever.
Mhm.
And he said something along the lines of he he I'm not gonna say yapped, but he said a lot, and it was basically to paraphrase. He said he needs to get better at uh well
The mental side.
going through his progressions,
Yeah.
calling the right audible, picking up
Sure.
on blitzes, things like that. Which at first, like, I paid no mind to it. Like, I figured, like, okay, young quarterback, he's not used to the speed of of the NFL and whatnot. But
Sure.
then there were some people who were kind of, I don't know, maybe talking as if like he should, like they expected him to have this type of mental uh I don't even know what you call it. Just you like they I guess they thought he'd have this part of his game down pat by now.
Well, I don't. I don't. I mean, yeah. Ideally you would want his mental game good by now, but if we look at his college career, um, he's an incredible talent,
Mm-hmm.
but he's shown lapses in judgment and stuff, and he also played on one of the more explosive offenses in college football, and
Yeah.
on a team with a terrible defense. So he was in a lot of high scoring situations.
Oh yeah, and just a conference with terrible defense. Period.
Exactly, and I mean, 2 years ago when they lost, got upset by Utah when he wrote "fuck Utah" on his fingernails or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Ideally, he's mentally there, but I mean, I guess that he's just saying things that a lot of quarterbacks need to work on. But
Yeah, but I mean, it just I don't know. It just I feel like if anything, the same way I feel like he's kind of getting protected by not playing in this game. He probably should have protected himself by not basically telling defensive coordinators, "I'm not ready yet."
yeah, yeah. Well, I don't know how long they're going. I know they're going to want to protect him
Mm-hmm.
from turning into like a someone that someone else would call a bust. So I don't know how long they're going to protect. They can't protect him for that long. The season's going to start soon, but
Yeah, I
yeah,
mean, but
hopefully they don't.
this is like somebody that if they threw in the fire right now, they're gonna watch every single breath he takes,
Of
and if
course,
he makes one wrong move, it's
Of
going to
course.
be blasted everywhere. He's already going to be considered a bust. He's going to be this and that, and it's going to be blown way
Yeah.
out of proportion. Um,
Yeah, I mean, he just sounds like in baseball terms, like a minor league player who has all the skill to be an NFL player, but just misses that experience, and he will. But
but I mean, but then at the same time, I mean, if that's how if that's how I felt, if I feel like, all right, you know what, the one thing I need to work on is I need to work on going through my progressions. I need to work on I need to work on picking up on blitzes, maybe making the right adjustments at the line. Maybe I should play a live game versus another team.
yeah, I mean, he'll get
And
his opportunities, and
but when's his opportunities? I mean, week one is that is he?
I mean, I hope he plays a preseason game, at least a half. Um, but I don't know. Like again, we're nitpicking, but it just sounds like an answer that a lot of quarterbacks could give. Like picking up on the things that are
I mean, I don't know.
a little harder to recognize.
I guess it's nitpicking, but at the same time, I just feel like the more because I didn't look at like I the way people were talking about it, like it didn't seem like people just hating, like oh, just like just shitting on Caleb Williams. It was more like
Concern.
like oh, like why is the
Yeah,
Bears franchise quarterback like sitting here going, honestly mentally, I have not figured this shit out yet. Like I'm not all
yeah.
the way there yet. I'll get there
And
though. Uh,
I mean, there's something to be said for like. I guess it's better than him having an irrational confidence for like and just being like, no, I'm good to play and all this shit, and still realizing that he sucks at some things. But um,
eh,
I don't know.
I mean, I guess it can get better in a month.
It
Like it
it
can get
can, but
better,
it's
but I mean,
yeah, it's definitely concerning.
from what he's done from now, or from when he's gotten drafted, from the last snap he took at USC to now, you know what? How much have you progressed in that space from then to now?
Yeah,
If it's not much, what's it going to be from now? A month from now.
sure.
I don't
Yeah,
know. That's just people had things to say about it, and I didn't think it was just hate. So I figured, maybe it is something to be concerned about, but maybe it's not. Maybe the Bears just suck anyways, and it's just the Bears, and that's just what the Bears are, and that's just who they are.
the Bears are shit. But I mean, they honestly did a decent job drafting and acquiring people.
Free
But
agency and stuff, yeah.
like, this is when we're gonna find out whether or not it was like the equipment or their organization, just in general. Like, did your guys suck, or I mean, their organization has sucked since '85. So
Yeah,
they've had
yeah,
a few good seasons and with Cutler and all that shit, but yeah, it's just trash.